Do you
You're
know pill
welcome.
bugs will eat each other?
Do you
Oh
know pillbugs
no.
will also eat any food like it's a tiny cookie because they hold it up to their little mouths and go. "Rah, rah, rah, rah."
I like
Um,
all these
That's well, like an
facts.
that's
otter.
adorable.
Yeah, yeah, like an
That's
otter.
so cute.
I
Anyway, that was our introductory lesson on pillbugs.
Our introductory lesson on pillbugs, yes.
Welcome to Going Critical. It is a Monday afternoon slash night, whatever time it is for you, which means it is your weekly dose of tormenting teenagers. It's Hellions of Carnocht time.
Yay.
And
I am your DM, Jess Taylor, and I am joined by a wonderful variety of 3 people and a cat that definitely isn't a person because Ned isn't here.
no, Ned's not here. I just wanted to put the cat back on because
Yeah,
technically he is a
don't
cat right
expect it
now.
to talk. It's
No.
just staying the way it is.
Yeah, this isn't to say that cats aren't people, this is just to say that this one is not because it is not sentient at the moment.
I will go as
Cats are
far to say
definitely
that cats
people.
are not people and that they are in fact cats.
Mm.
An
Debatable, I think.
interesting, it's an interesting assertion. I would like your entire dissertation on why you think that, after the show.
Okay, I'll work on it.
Great. If you could cite your sources, that would be wonderful. Please use the Oxford Standard.
Okay.
Um, would you like to introduce yourself, Emily, since you so
No.
wonderfully have caused some shit?
I don't wanna.
Well,
Um,
tough. You're first in line.
okay. I'm so far away from you guys.
That's why
Get
Monty's there to keep you
closer.
company.
Yeah.
Come here. Come here. Why are you so far away?
You're
Trying.
really tempting me to just like gradually
Come
move him
here.
over over the course of the session.
Please do.
I'm down.
Oh dear.
Oh man, what was our fun fact? I already forgot.
I don't know if you ended
Oh,
up landing on just one.
it was if you could spy on anybody while invisible, who would it
Oh,
be,
okay.
right?
A very creepy question when phrased exactly as it sounds.
It's
Um,
it's meant to be creepy.
yeah.
I'm not shying away from that.
Um, I'm Emily. I'm playing Zanthe. He's a changeling warlock sorcerer. Um, I do art online if you want to check it out. It's at Emily Pearson Art on Instagram and Twitter. So to answer the question of who Xanth would spy on as invisible, I, it's hard to say. I feel like anyone because he doesn't have a sense of boundaries. But if he were just trying to have fun, maybe Balthazar.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That is terrifying. Thank you for that knowledge.
I feel like he's the one that he just wants to fuck with the most. Like
Understandable. Understandable.
Hmm.
Very fair, very fair.
Wow.
Hi everybody. I'm Dodger. I play Yuli. I'm a little rogue wizard with a lot of anxiety. Um, and Yuli's been in recent episodes has been invisible and spied on people. Um, but if it was like you for some reason are able to, while invisible, easily get to anybody that you want and listen to them, um, it would potentially be Ilya. She has a lot of questions about what's going on with Ilya. Um, or her mom, I think. One of those two. She would want to like hear what they're talking about when she's not around, basically.
Mm. I mean, I feel like Ilya's like actually a good pull. Ilya's just a good
Yeah.
idea. We should
Yeah.
spy on him.
We should do
We should
that in
actually
the
do
game.
that in
Yeah,
the
we
game,
should do that one actually. Let's put a pin in
Wait,
that.
he has a stone, right?
He
We
does have a
don't
You
stun, yeah.
don't you
know.
don't
We
know.
Are
we
what do we
don't
Oh, you
think?
could
know.
Oh
spy
lord.
on him though.
You could find out.
Welcome to the impromptu plotting session
Yeah, after we
before
spent
the
a week
game.
trying to figure out
We've
what
been
to
trying
do.
to have like a theory craft session to be fair, and we just have not been able to like figure out where
Doesn't
to
matter
put
that we
that.
had a week to plan this out. We are doing it in session.
Yeah. With no one else here, just the three of us.
The ultimate Hellions vibes.
Mm.
Listen, this is what happened with boys' night. Okay, things get crazy when there's only 3 people. That's all I'm saying.
True. Look, the Ilya shit. That's Monty shit now. We know Ilya likes cats, or at least tolerates them. That's a Monty thing now.
It's true.
Monty gets to go do that.
Oh no, I'm just realizing that Tink is showing up to the basement with this cat that Ilya's seen before.
That's
It's
fine.
fine. It's fine.
Of course, it's fine. Why wouldn't it be fine?
Why wouldn't it be fine? It's obviously fine. Hi, I'm Nick. I play Tink. He's a high elf artificer cleric. He's a good boy and he's never done anything wrong. And he at this point, if it was like a no consequence thing, like they can't see you, they can't attack you, like that kind of thing, I think it would be a Abraxas.
Oh, that's a good one.
That is
Just to
good.
be like, what is this fucker up to? Like, we
What's
have
he
no idea.
doing?
What's he doing? Yeah. I feel like that would probably be it. It would either be that, I think, or Ilya as well. And by extension, possibly Belial, but like on the Ilya side.
Mm.
As the DM, I'm going to answer this question in a very specific way, which is to tell you guys which NPC is most likely to spy on you guys invisible.
That's such good information, though.
That
Is-
is good
Is
information.
it
Go
Hyunwoo
on.
because he's already done it?
Yeah, I was gonna say it's not gonna be anybody that's useful for us to know about,
No.
but that's okay.
No, you already know about Kyungwoo. It is Brick is most likely to spy on you guys
Oh,
invisible.
God damn it.
Hasn't he done it before too, though? Or am I wrong?
No. He just entered a room and none of you realized that he was there for a little while.
Oh, okay. That's why it felt like
Which,
he was invisible.
yeah. You were just treating him like he was invisible.
I mean, that's how we treat most people, to be fair.
True.
Now that introductions are out of the way, I will also get our warnings out right now. Since we've done the introductory swears, this is a mature stream. We handle mature themes, including but not limited to swearing, death, body horror, drug use.
What?
And
What?
I thought that you said drug juice, and I was like, that is the weirdest fucking warning I've ever heard in my life.
Oh,
Nick,
dear.
can we add that to the mature
Yeah.
warning,
What,
please?
drug juice?
Yeah,
Drug
yeah.
juice, please.
Okay.
juice,
yeah,
please.
I'll get on that.
Thanks. Gotta chug me some of that.
Mm.
We would also like to say that we as streamers use safety tools, so we encourage you guys at home to practice safe streaming. If you come across any scene in the show that makes you feel uncomfortable, please don't feel obligated to stay and see how things unfold. We would much rather that you guys feel comfortable in your own homes and happy watching the show. If there is anything that you need to bring to our attention, or if you just want to talk things through, you can always pop into our Discord, which is full of lovely people, and we can see and be atted directly in the Discord as well. So, like I said, if there's anything to bring to our attention, please just let us know there, and we shall get on with the show since we are a live actual play TTRPG stream. There, I got it out.
Isn't there like a theater of the mind part of that? Or am I
Oh,
imagining that?
god damn it.
One day.
I swear to God, we just keep adding a thing to the end of this every single time I forget something.
We need
He's
a premium
fine.
Discord or something.
Now I know for there we go, I found our recap. So last time on Hellions of Carnocht, the Hellions finally got some answers, perhaps. The crew awoke to shenanigans in the kitchen and ingredients for breakfast provided by Belial. Tink got a "we need to talk" note from Belial, and the kids headed out to get some sort of exposition from Balthazar. The Hellions turn. Well, yeah, the Hellions did turn on Belial, didn't they?
Yeah, they
By
did.
No,
Zanthe
what?
using By Zanthe using special power, I should totally say Nick wrote this overview.
I was about to type that, like, I'm like, I like the idea that you just go into this without proofreading what I've written at all.
So Xanth used strange new powers that seem to have been given to him by the stones to turn his eyes to see through Belial's, and found out that he was in the morgue speaking with Ilya, while Ilya tampered with some strange construct. Meanwhile, meanwhile, the rest of the Hellions told Tink that he was not allowed to meet up with Belial without an escort. So when he decided to run away to try and find out what was going on, they threw a cat monty at him and was met with a storm and a seeming earthquake outside.
We get,
That was a mess of a recap, but
that's
You're
okay.
welcome.
We got all the parts in. Did we get Korg with Tink too or no?
Yeah,
you
apparently
did. You had also sent cheese.
I just have a gaggle of animals following me at
Yeah.
this point.
Tink
Cute.
currently has Noodle, Monty, and Cheese all on hand as pets.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And you've run out into the dark and the rain. Not even the dark, it's morning. But like it's the overcast of the clouds has turned the entire campus kind of a muddy grey colour. And then the earth started to shake beneath your feet. Those of you still in Balthazar's office, having just watched Tink run out of said room without permission, feel the building begin to shake.
um, I'm potentially wondering if I should get under the desk in D&D because I didn't do that in real life when that happened last week. So if I can make up for it, I might just go under Balthazar's desk.
Sorry, just to add, since I missed last session, do we have
Yes.
any idea why the earthquake happened or no?
So that
No, it
yeah.
had just happened as we left off last session.
Okay,
You
interesting.
would currently still be in the dormitories, which is where you had been left by the other Hellions that morning.
Oh, that's
Okay.
true. I think you'd gotten a note that had a little breakfast from Yana and said that we were going to Balthazar's
Cute.
office. Yeah.
Okay.
Adorable. I forgot
So
about that and I love that.
you
Yuli
both
kicks
know.
down the door and goes, "Did you guys feel that?"
Amazing.
There, now we're
Yuli, you
together.
announced that. Yeah, all right.
Perfect. Off to a great start.
I'm not needed here. I'll just
we can go.
yeah,
We're
yeah,
good.
yeah. Like
Yeah.
I'll just let you guys go. All right, cool. So then the ground is shaking and the door's just been kicked in.
Wait, is it still shaking? Has it not stopped?
No, it's not stopped yet. It's still
Oh
shaking.
my god.
Do I see Yuli from underneath Balthazar's desk? Or...
You see Yuli from where Balthazar is trying to stop you from getting under his desk because that's a bit weird.
I thought teachers were supposed to teach kids how to get under desks in this situation.
Guys, what is going on? What is this?
uh, he looks at Balthazar like, "What is this?"
Balthazar just kind of shrugs and holds out his hands to say, "It feels an awful lot like an earthquake, but Carnocht isn't exactly earthquake country."
Is this? There's not a chance of maybe the world resetting again right now, is there?
I wouldn't have thought so. He's at this point edging his way towards the doorframe.
Oh, so you're gonna fucking get under the doorframe, but you're not gonna let me under. I'm going under the desk. Fuck you.
You go under the desk. I will say that Yenna is also going to join you under the desk.
Is there anything I can steal underneath the
Oh
desk?
my God, child. Um,
Anything good under here?
Priorities.
roll me investigation. See if you can find anything worth stealing while you're on the way to under the desk.
If it helps, Sienna would not be happy if she saw this. Investigation. I got 14.
You do not see anything worth taking before you head under the desk, apart from a gilded pen. So if you really want a fountain pen, go for it.
I mean, I'll take it.
Um,
Oh my god,
Yuli,
you are now in possession of a gilded fountain pen.
I
Yes,
will write in my
yes.
inventory.
Yuli wants to make sure that this isn't like potentially like some sort of illusory magic. So, I'm gonna cast detect magic.
Okay. I would like you to roll just a straight up d20.
Okay. Hold on, my box wasn't open. Okay. That was 9.
A 9, okay. Um, I would also like to ask, what is the range on detect magic?
Oh, let's find out. 30 feet in a circle from myself.
Okay. The entire office practically lights up.
Okay.
You send your spell out, and you are just met with an absolute wall of magic. Practically every other book, most of the knickknacks,
Can
even one of the
I
chairs has a magic inlaid onto it.
it's too much for me to be able to focus. Is that what you're saying? Like if this is being caused by magic, there's just no way for me to parse like what it would be coming from.
I will say because of the range on it, it would be very difficult to get a read on the land simply because you are on the 3rd floor.
Okay.
Um, so if you wanted to descend, you could maybe get a clearer read. But as it is right now, you're getting way too much feedback from Balthazar's possessions.
Okay. Yeah, she'll cast it and then suddenly get this like really like look on her face. Like there's just too like almost like an audio sensitivity face, like turn it off. Like hates it. Um but I think would since it's already cast, he has a window in his office, correct?
Yes, he has a large bay window in his office.
She would look out the window as well then and see if people outside seem like they're like, what the fuck? There's an earthquake.
There are quite a few people that look as though they are running outside of the buildings to try and figure out what is going on. So you do get the sense that something is panicking the student body at this point.
Okay. Okay, well, it's not just us. It seems like everybody's pretty much freaking out. So I'm gonna excuse me, and she's gonna like try and squeeze under the under the door frame with Balthazar.
Balthazar definitely makes enough room that you can squeeze under the door frame.
Nice.
Roll perception, all of you,
Okay.
apart from Tink. I keep saying all of you when there's only
Yeah.
2 of you.
Both of you.
Peepers.
Ooh,
Oh
18.
yeah. Oh my god, there's only 2 of us. An 11.
An 18 and an 11. Okay. Yuli, it takes you a while to realize that the shaking has stopped. Zanthe, you immediately notice it. Meanwhile, Yenna is curled up in like a little ball, refusing to look at anything at this point.
Oh baby.
uh, yeah, Xanth will get up out from underneath the desk. Does it look like I don't know if this is obvious or not, but is the stuff on like Balthazar's like bookshelves and stuff knocked off like the bookshelves, or is like everything kind of the way it was when we
Roll
entered?
history for me,
Okay,
since this is a comparison.
natural one.
You cannot tell.
But I happen to see, oh, because he's a messy fucking guy. Um,
Yeah, it's
Excuse
his
you.
fault. It's not your fault. It's his
Excuse
I was
fault.
like,
you.
He's a stinky man.
I was like,
It's
"Why
the
would he be on
stinky
the
man
ground? Oh,
fault.
he's just a messy guy."
Um, he is someone who deals with chronic illness.
Does anything look broken at least?
Roll perception.
Okay.
That would be a separate roll.
Uh, 10.
As far as you can tell, everything is exactly as how it was left. So nothing appears to be noticeably broken, but then there are several objects that just look so out there that you're not sure you would even know.
Okay.
Don't be rude.
I think it's over.
There is a strange sense of quiet that wraps across the entire campus as the floor settles. And you realize that the shaking beneath your feet has stopped the moment Zanthe kind of says that it's over.
Um, does your office always look like he gestures around to the floor?
Nothing appears to be out of place.
Wouldn't that have knocked things over in that case?
You'd certainly have thought. And you notice that the first thing he's going to check is all of the plants around his office.
Yuli will immediately like try to go under the desk and make sure that Yenna's okay.
Zanthe, you have been given a D8 of inspiration by the chat.
Easy.
Oh, thank you.
You discover a tiny bundle of Yenna, who
Uh,
even has her little like tail wrapped around her ankles and her hands over her ears. She just doesn't want to know anything at this point.
um, I think Yuli will open her like little world, um, and sort of coax Yenna in there and like get her all comfy on a chair with like a blankie.
Yenna kind of tries to protest and is like, I'm okay. It's fine. It's stopped now, right?" But doesn't
It
actually like try and force you away.
yeah. It did, yes, it did stop, but, I just feel like, I don't know, you seem like you need a minute, so,
It's been
we're
a long 24 hours.
it has, yeah. Here, I've got a really comfy blankie and, um, I'll make you, tea, and then, when you're ready, you can come out and, do fun, sciencey, magicy things like you like to do.
That Yeah, fun sciency magic. And you see she's kind of nodding. Roll me perception.
Mm, 15.
You notice that Balthazar sneaks like some books and a couple of gadgets into your world, kind of behind you both, just so that Yenna might have something to do.
Cute. Yeah,
I'm sure that I can put my head to something. But right
yeah,
now
yeah,
I'm
yeah,
putting it
yeah.
under here, and she kind of pulls the blanket over the top of her head.
Yeah, I think Yuli will just make sure that she has, like, the book that they can use to communicate with each other, and then, they've also got the rocks, obviously, but in case she wants to, like, PM her, then I'll hop back out and keep trying to figure out what the fuck that was.
Also, it's really cute hearing Yenna in a British accent.
Yeah,
I'm sorry.
it's
Cute.
cute.
The one thing I will never do for you all is try and do a passable American accent.
That's fair. But no, you
Mhm.
did.
So as you leave the room that has been assigned to you and make sure that Yana is all safely hidden away for this little while,
Mm.
you do realize that the room is one person down. 2 persons down. 2 persons and a dog? 2 persons and a dog and a ferret. Down.
Where where's Tink? Where's Monty?
They Belial was like talking to him. It's bad. Belial was
What do you mean it's bad? What's going on?
um okay. So Belial, Tink thinks Belial's in trouble. It's probably nothing, but he went to go run after him. So we were telling him that he needed to take Cheese and Monty with him. Um, the problem is Belial is also. I checked on him this morning. Kind of looking through his eyes, and he was making a construct with Ilya, which was not great.
Uh, uh, oh, okay. Okay. Well, let's, oh, right. She'll pull her stone out and be like, Tink, did you just feel an earthquake? Are you okay?
ADM,
Tink,
am I okay? How's it going?
Hey, I bet you're wondering how I got here.
I am too.
through the wind and the rain and the dirt and the snow. um, Tink, the ground has stopped shaking finally, which means that it's actually much easier to try and climb over the rocks by the hospital wing at this point.
Rocks?
Yeah, you have to like climb down the side of the main castle
Oh, okay.
area to get around there. And you hear the soft voice of Yuli nervously asking if you're alright. At this point, you are coming up just upon the hospital wing.
Yeah, ground shaking. It's fine, I think. Just I'm running to the medical wing. Are you with the others?
Yeah, I am, and I just got updated on what you're doing. Are you sure about this? Do you want to like we can always catch up with you?
I don't even know if Tink responds to that.
Oh
He's
my
been
god.
very reluctant to have people come with him.
Tink,
It's
Tink,
it's fine.
Tink.
It's fine. It's fine. It's fine.
Oh my gosh, you cannot. I was just told that you're literally about to go into a really dangerous situation, then you just stop responding. You cannot do that, please.
Yeah, okay. No, okay. I'm on my way and I can't just be talking through all this. I yeah, it's like I have Monty's with me and apparently Cheese is here and I didn't ask to bring a gaggle of animals with me, but here we are. So I'm gonna go now. I'm hanging up now is what I'm doing, okay?
Mm.
So good.
Yuli will put the stone down and look at Xanth. I mean, we're not gonna just stay here, right?
I could look through Cheese
Yeah.
if you
What? When?
want.
How did you see Ilya?
Um, I think it was the stone.
Oh,
I think I don't know. I saw Belial through Belial's eyes, not Ilya's.
oh, interesting. The your stone helps you do that. You can do that.
I guess so. Yeah, I didn't really know it was something they could do.
I thought it would
Oh,
take at least a few more loops before this started happening.
Excuse me.
Uh, you see Balthazar kind of shuffles back over to his desk. and settles. After about 100 loops or so.
After 100 lose what?
Well, you tend to form a bond with the stone, and it gives you access to certain powers.
Oh, maybe, I mean, we found out only recently that I might have been through more loops than I realized. Maybe Xantha's been through a bunch,
No.
maybe.
No.
You've been through more loops. When? How? Where did we find this? You guys have not been keeping Balthazar in the loop on this at all.
To be fair, pulls glasses down. Balthazar has not wanted to be in the loop on some things. He's busy avoiding us, dude.
Yeah,
Um,
seriously.
Look, that's because he got a boyfriend now.
Don't
Oh my
call
god.
my graph paper
oh, that's
brother his
confirmed.
boyfriend.
Oh my goodness. Sorry, back into Yuli, back into
Yep.
Shove it back in there.
Oh, right. Yes, when we oh my gosh, so much has happened. Basically, we met up with Ilya when we first saw him, and I had this weird feeling like I had spent more time with him, and he had journals of mine that were from loops that I don't remember. I didn't really read them very much. I she'll kind of get this look on her face like she's sort of ashamed, and she'll say, I was really nervous to read them, so I gave them to Tink, and I actually don't know if Tink has read them either, but, um, yeah, I think I've been in more loops than I'm aware of, but I don't know what I did in them.
Okay.
I see. Right. Pertinent information to maybe have. Perhaps we shouldn't. You see, he's just kind of scrubbing a hand over his face, as though he really wishes that he'd had this information ages ago.
Why do you look like that? Why do you have that look on your face? Please talk. Please just say something that doesn't seem ominous.
Balthazar looks at you and proceeds to say nothing.
Okay. Here's what we know from that situation, right? Is that Ilya was doing something weird with Belial's body during that loop, right?
Of
This
course.
stuff didn't happen during this loop. It was the last one when Ba was dead, right? Sorry, and so we were trying to find this body, and we found Ilya instead, and the implication was that I helped with this research somehow, whatever it was that he was trying to do, um, that maybe in past loops I had helped either directly with the research or indirectly, that information might be in.
You are aware that Ilya is Abraxas's nephew.
Yes,
You are
yes.
aware that Abraxas has tried to kill me personally several times,
I
and yourselves at least once.
as far as I know, that this is the first time that I know any of this. I don't remember these loops. I don't She looks like she's gonna start crying.
Don't make her cry. How dare you make her cry?
You're not here.
I know. That's just Nick. That's just
Balthazar
Nick through the other.
immediately looks panicked. Um,
Don't.
he's reaching for like a box of tissues. He's like, It's fine. Everything will be okay."
But no, Tink is going into a situation with Ilya
It's going
and
to be
with.
fine. We'll follow Tink.
Okay, okay, yeah, well, yeah, right? Looks at Xanth.
Yeah. What if I start? He kind of looks between Balthazar and Yuli. I could watch through cheese until we get there, but one of you has to hold my hand.
Oh, I can do that.
Okay, thank God.
Immediately hold Xanth's hand.
Yeah,
You
Zip.
see Balthazar just kind of goes, oh, thank God.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh.
Xanth will go into cheese mode.
Cheese mode.
Cheese mode. Xanth, the first thing that you realize is that cheese mode is incredibly shorter than you are. The world seems so big, you can see people's ankles. You are barely taller than grass.
Amazing.
And right now, you are trotting along behind Tink, who is holding a squirming Monty, and a Noodle, who are trying to fight each other on Tink's shoulders.
So I forget how familiars work. I don't control cheese, or I do when I'm in cheese mode.
You can give cheese suggestions, but you do not
Okay.
control cheese.
And I can cast
Um,
spells through cheese, right?
yes, you can
Okay.
cast spells through cheese.
Cool. I will observe.
Then hello, I guess.
You don't know it's me.
Well,
Yeah.
no, but I mean, then I guess we're just doing Tink then because
We're
you're
doing
observant.
it's Tink time.
Yeah.
It's Tinkin' time.
Oh dear.
Tink, you
Mhm.
come upon the doors to the hospital wing. There's a certain air of panic to the people who are gathered outside. It appears to be a lot of visitors and some of the nurses. The majority of staff appear to have still stayed inside with the clerics and the patients. It's easy if you would like to try and sneak your way past them, or do you not even want to bother with stealth?
Uh, a casual stealth. Yeah. He'll try and just not have questions asked, basically.
All right.
But we'll see how it goes because my boy's exhausted.
Mhm.
So, hey, rolled the same thing twice. We love to see it. It's a 15 total.
Yeah, with a 15, you can get past the crowd pretty much unnoticed, and make your way inside. You've been to the morgue several times before, but the first thing you notice as you walk into the hospital is that it's a little bit of a different layout than what you remembered it being before.
He's instantly like, just very quietly, fuck, because he usually knows this place almost like the back of his hand. So it's that's no good.
Cheese is going to proceed to run around in circles at your feet. Zanthe, you may get a little bit dizzy.
Okay, that's fine.
He'll try and look for any signage for like stairs or basement or morgue or anything, and just get himself down there.
Before we go any further, I would just like to apologize if you can hear any bells in the background of my sounds right now. Lottie is playing with a toy that is very loud.
Oh,
Can't
okay.
hear anything on my end, at least.
Yeah, I think maybe the
My
tiniest little
cat
like,
is having fun.
but
Yeah,
it's very
she's
quiet at
having
this
a lot of
time.
fun. Um, I would like you to roll survival. Or was it? Hang on. Did I already tell you what to roll?
Nope.
I would like you to roll survival, please.
Okay. Might
I
be
just had a
using
glitch
that
in my brain then.
inspiration. We'll see. Oh no. Okay. Ba ba ba. Okay, so my lowest roll is a 3. But I'm gonna use I'm gonna
Gonna
flash
use
of
your inspiration.
genius and use the
Oh,
inspiration. Um so that has reset also as well. It is a new day. I was like, I don't only have 1 use left. No. I'm good. So 3 plus 5 is 8 plus 4 is 12.
with a 12, It takes you a good while, but you do find a sign that is secreted away behind a pillar on the first floor that says morgue with a little arrow.
Perfect.
Understandably, they want to keep it out of general view.
Yeah. He's gonna follow the arrow. Going in. We're going in.
The arrow leads you down a empty corridor with doors open on each side, much the same as what you're used to from the hospital's layout, though you don't remember the morgue being quite such a trek before. And there's a staircase at the end of the hall.
Okay.
Would you like to go down it? It says morgue.
Just taking a cheeky peek on the precipice. How's it looking down there? Is it looking normal-ish?
Roll me a perception and tell me.
For reference, for the chat, the amount of times we have gone down to the morgue and then died, is, I think,
Non-zero.
I think it's almost a perfect record of death.
Oh God.
It's a 6 is my perception.
You don't know if it's your imagination, if it's simply that you've really been trained to hate basements at this point, just from the fact that the DM keeps turning them into terrible places because the DM hates basements. But it's dark. It looks a little spooky. You can't quite see all the way down to the bottom of the stairs. And is that a chill? Is it
Uh,
colder?
No, it's not.
um, I do think he's going to tap his sending stone again. And I actually just realized I think I did only have one use of genius left because he
You
used them
did.
trying to talk to Belial. So I've reset
Yep.
that.
Thank you.
And yeah, he's going to try sending again and say like you're down in the morgue, right? One tap, yes. Two taps, no.
You get a single lonely tap.
Yeah, he's gonna go down. Going
As you
down.
descend the stairs, I would like you to make a wisdom save.
Oh
Oh, I'm good
God.
at those. I'm not.
Tink.
It's a 15. It's a 15. I rolled so good.
I'm so proud of you.
Thanks.
So much for exhaustion, huh?
Well, no, because saving throws don't. I only have level 1. Don't do this to me. Saving throws don't get exhaustion. It's skill checks. It's skill checks.
I know. I'm tormenting. Um, with a 15,
Mm-hmm.
you feel it's like an icy breeze that clambers over your skin, and you shake it off, trying to descend the stairs. But there is the slightest feeling of trepidation that clings.
So was it a fear effect?
Roll me Arcana.
Oh well, now I'm back to disadvantage. The 10.
It was definitely some form of spell, probably based around some kind of emotional reaction, but whether or not you can tell it was a perfect fear spell, you
Okay.
are not sure.
Okay.
As you get 6 steps down, the atmosphere suddenly changes. It's like moving from a chilled, air conditioned room into the blinding heat of summer, and suddenly you are toasty warm, and the lights in the basement appear to go up, even though a second ago you were walking in darkness. There are several chairs arranged at the bottom of the staircase, a couple of magazines on a low table, some pamphlets, some advertisements. You notice one for Paper Base, the stationery store in town. You notice a couple for well-known restaurants that you've perused time and again as a long-term resident of Carnocht. It seems like a necessary welcoming room.
Wish you could see the
And,
look on my face right now.
and across from the staircase is a door made of plain wood with no window in it. A very different scene from the last time you were in a basement that claimed itself to be the morgue.
Okay. Does the layout still look kind like similar? Like, does it still feel like I'm in the morgue, or does it feel like I'm in a very different place?
Roll history.
Okay. Oh.
Oh no.
The second roll was a 1, so
BB.
it's a 9. I have a very good
Oh.
history check, and I fail every history roll.
You genuinely can't tell.
Okay. I mean, that's fair. The layout upstairs was different, too. He is going to cautiously descend. And see if the pamphlets are just like your general kind of hospital pamphlet or something different.
Roll a wisdom save.
Oh, good. That one would be an 8.
The pamphlets appear to be for several medical reasons. There's one about keeping your heart healthy. There's another about safe and ethical magical use. There's another pamphlet that's like how to talk about sex in your relationship. Are
Ugh.
you planning a baby?
Okay. Put the pamphlets down. Okay. So as far as he can tell, normal pamphlets.
As far as he can tell, yes.
Is there only one door?
There is only one door.
Then he goes to the door.
Zanthe,
Hi.
through Cheese's eyes, you see Tink heading for a mysterious door.
Mm. Mm-hmm.
The room that Tink has walked down into through Cheese's eyes is very different to the one that Tink has seen.
Okay.
The walls are bare brick, rough stone, lined with chests made out of strapped iron and lacquered wood. There's a low pit in the middle of the room that looks as though a fire once burned in it, but now there's just blackened lumps of charcoal or cobwebs clinging in the corners. There's a few old weapons leaning against one of the walls. And where Tink stands before a door that looks as though it's been carved from stone itself, with 4 twining dragons written across it.
Uh-huh.
You notice that there are colourful paintings all over that wall.
Okay.
A vision of Carnocht from years ago. Roll me history.
Oh. Can I roll Cheese's fucking history score? No.
No.
I'm sure it would be worse. 16.
Woof woof, absolutely not. 16?
Mm-hmm.
You recognize the skyline of Carnocht for what it is.
Mm-hmm.
The city 400 years ago,
Okay.
before most of it had been built up. a simple port town. It lacks the larger buildings that have been erected in the last century or so. There are none of the defining portcullises that line most of the port. And there's no fort sitting atop its hill. Instead, the painting shows, as I said, a simple port town depicted in yellows and golds. And as it meets the water, you see a multitude of sea serpents painted in various shades of blue.
Mhm.
It's at about this point that Yuli and Zanthe, you are both at the hospital wing about this point.
Okay.
Zanthe, you have seen the path that Tink took. Have you relayed this information to Yuli?
Yeah, if I can relay it without uh while still looking through cheese. I
Oh
think you
yes, you can talk, you can't
can't
see.
hear,
You're
right?
just seeing through Cheese's eyes, yeah.
I can't hear if Yuli responds to me, right? Is that how it
Yes,
works?
you
Okay.
can't hear if Yuli responds to you.
Okay. It's been a while since I played a wizard.
It's
Um
like talking with headphones in.
yeah, exactly. It's
Yeah.
like I know I'm talking, but that's it.
You're
Yeah,
talking,
I'll
but you got your
relay.
VR headset on.
Yeah,
Yeah,
exactly.
yeah.
That's so true.
Is
Um
uh is Bizarre with us?
Bizarre?
Yeah.
Balthazar?
Balthazar?
Yeah. Balthy butt.
Zazzy.
Yeah.
Oh my
Zazzy, yeah.
god.
Yeah, Zazzy's with you.
Great. Just curious. All right,
He's
continue.
he's looking a little bit trepidatious about walking into this building, but Zazzy's with you.
Great.
Great, great. Is Tink going through the door?
Oh, hell yeah. Girl, he's never not gone through a door. You think he's gonna start now?
Self-preservation?
Can I
That's not
see
real.
through Cheese's eyes? Because I don't know there's an illusion up for. Oh, Tink
Yeah.
failed his wisdom save, didn't he?
Yep.
Yeah, I think so.
Okay.
I'm pretty
Yeah, there's
sure.
nothing I can do about that. Sorry, buddy.
Nope. And I don't. Yeah. Yeah.
Very cute.
Very cute. Yeah, I mean, I will just follow as she's.
Yuli, Balthazar kind of, while following you and Xanth, just kind of leans over and says, "Should we maybe tell Tink?
Sorry, say that again.
Should we maybe tell Tink
Tell him that we're coming? Or
any of it?"
he obviously doesn't want us to be there, and I I don't know.
Indeed.
Oh, magic.
Wow, magic.
Someone's just casted a spell, I know it. Look, we're just we're going in with the hopes that we're not needed, right? That's
Right.
that we are all just overreacting and that everything is fine, right?
Exactly. I'm definitely not following you all because I think Abraxas might attack us.
Yuli is
Oh,
sweating.
bitch.
Balthazar's biography is just going to be titled "How to Make People Nervous."
Yuli squeezes Xanth's hand. Don't listen. Don't listen. Just let us. Just keep us informed about what you see through cheese, and I'm sure it'll all be fine.
I definitely don't think that Ilya is probably doing something dangerous.
What are we supposed to do? If Tink knows that we're coming, I think it'll be obvious that something is about to happen, and that might if it's gonna turn violent, it might turn violent before we even get there.
Mhm.
Don't just
No, to-
be
totally,
helpful.
completely.
Okay.
You are finally learning how supremely unhelpful this man is.
Yeah.
You know,
Welcome to Balthazar.
squeezes his face. You know so much, and yet you say so little.
Oh god.
There's
Okay.
nothing greater than the way you guys get frustrated at him. It's wonderful.
All right. Are you? Obviously, this place is bad news. You don't think that we should go in there, but Tink has already gone in there, and you care a lot about Tink, so you are here with us to try and prevent if something bad is going to happen, right? That's the
Completely,
situation.
completely and utterly.
Right,
That's what
right,
I'm
right.
here for. He
Okay.
gives you a tiny device.
Well, what's this?
Just a
What is?
spell.
Uh,
What
okay.
spell? You can't
If
just
you want to
hand someone a
activate it, you can
spell.
just press this, and he points at like a tiny little button on the side that you can press. It's just a little protection from good and evil, and he starts towards the morgue.
Okay. 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 Yeah, that's fine.
How did this man become a teacher?
Desperation. There are very few artificers in the world,
Yeah.
for all that there are a lot of them in this game.
He's tenured. It's like impossible to fire them once they're tenured, you know?
He's literally been here for like a month in game.
As you make your way to the morgue, you see the long hallway. You see the dark staircase at the end of it. Are you planning to go down?
Um, I think if I mean, Yuli feels like there isn't really another option, but she'll look at Balthazar, who is supposed to know more than her.
I feel like so much of this game has just become breaking the illusions of teenagers that adults know anything. So
Suppose
you
they
look at
pretend like they do.
Balthazar, and Balthazar just kind of looks back and is like, if I knew any more about this situation, I would tell you this. I'm keeping an eye out.
Okay. Um, then maybe the best course of action is we stay here until Xanth sees something concerning. Maybe
Tink,
squeezes
what are you
Xanth's
doing?
hand.
Also, I mean, he's gonna go try to listen at the door first before he tries to open it. But he's
Roll
gonna open the
perception.
door. Like, who am I fucking kidding? It doesn't matter what he hears. He's gonna open the door.
I would love to
Uh,
say that Cheese probably is trying to listen to this word too, but it's just one giant corgi ear pressed against the
Yeah,
door.
no, Cheese can totally be listening at the door with just one giant corgi, yeah.
It's a 12. It's a 12. I actually disadvantage didn't do me too dirty for once.
You can hear the low murmur of voices from inside. Zanthe, roll perception for Cheese.
Do I use Cheese's perception or my own?
Yeah, no, Cheese's perception.
Okay. Duppa, duppa, duppa.
It's Cheese's ears that you're listening through.
um, what is it? Wisdom, right?
Mm-hmm.
It's literally better than my own perception. 5.
That's it, 5.
Oh wait, I get advantage because I'm a dog. Hold on.
This makes sense. Yeah, no. Of
No,
course
it's
dogs get
literally it's
advantage.
in Cheese's cheat.
Is it? I think it. I think it might be advantages on ones involving smell. On
No,
perception.
it's hearing and smell.
Oh, there you go.
It is hearing and smell.
Oh,
Okay.
perfect. Good.
It's just the way Emily said it. I was like, yeah, no, dogs do get advantage on everything in life. Yeah.
Yeah. That is 14. Wait, yeah, 14.
With a 14, you can also make out the murmur of voices inside, but you know that it is just one voice, and you know that that voice is Ilya.
Okay. I would love to suggest for Cheese to do a little tippy tap in front of Tink.
She starts doing like a little doggy dance in front of you, Tink. A little tippy tap
I'm not
with
even.
maybe a couple of little corgi pops.
I don't actually know if Tink knows that this is Zant's familiar. I think he might just think this is a pet.
Oh yeah, Zanthe has not really told anybody that Cheese is his familiar.
No. So I feel like Tink's gonna kind of be like, Shh, stop it. Like, what are you doing? Like, bad dog. What do dogs do?
No.
Shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up right now.
I'd like to try to do prestidigitation during this to make little sparks fly from Cheese.
Tink, you are watching this dog popping and dancing and ruffing, and suddenly there are multicolored sparks flying from Cheese. As he's like,
I think you get like a ping on the sending stone that is just a hushed like, Sam, what the fuck is up with your dog?
I can't hear it.
Oh yeah, Yuli will be like, what is apparently Cheese is doing something weird.
Sam can't hear
Sam still
anything.
can't hear it. He can't hear anything that anybody says to him. He can only hear through Cheese's
Oh,
ears.
Yeah.
oh, I
But
actually did not
through
realize
hearing
that.
through
Okay.
Cheese's ears, Xanth, you have heard Tink speak.
Yeah.
Roll perception.
Me? Or who?
No, Xanth. I want to see whether or not like you just hear it as wah 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 wah.
Oh
Because
my
it's through a
god.
dog.
Dog perception
Yeah.
still or Xanth
No,
perception?
no, Xanth perception for this one.
7. Dog perception would have been better.
Oh my god, it would have been all you needed was a 10. You just
Wait,
hear Tink say wop 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 wop
I
wop.
do have
You've got
inspiration.
inspiration. You do have inspiration.
Use your inspiration, please.
Okay.
Use it.
Roll
use
higher
it,
than
use
3,
it.
please.
13 total.
Thank God. Thank you,
You
chat, for
hear
all
what
these
Tink says.
inspirations.
Would you be willing to let me? Is there like dirt in the ground that Cheese could write in with his paw?
Oh, you can ask Cheese to write.
Okay, yeah,
It doesn't mean it's gonna be legible.
I would love Cheese to write "Hi" in the dirt. I don't want to give him too much to do.
So, okay, Tink. You see Cheese kind of do a little donut. Xanth, I would like you to roll animal handling to see if you can get across words and spelling to a dog.
Animal handling +0, wonderful. 11.
Cheese puts his little nose on the floor, which I would say to Tink just looks like flagstones, and starts just drawing spirals and lines. He's just running in little circles and little patterns, but it's just nonsense. And Tink, you can't even see these lines. All you see are flagstones and like the shiny wet from a dog nose. As Xanth's dog is still emitting sparks and is suddenly doing spirals all over the ground.
I don't know if you thought that this was gonna like stop him or slow him down.
I don't even.
What?
I don't even know at this point.
I don't know what you're upstairs. You're not far away.
I think at this point, I think Xanthe's just gonna be like, "Can someone?" Like he can't hear you guys, obviously. But he's like, "Can someone please tell Tink that I'm in Cheese's body?" Kind of.
You hear a soft affirmative from Balthazar as he starts to speak into the sending stone that he shares with your group chat.
Mm-hmm.
But the moment that he starts to make sound, Tink, the door that you are standing next to opens,
Yeah.
Oh,
and a soft, happy, "Oh, well, I didn't expect you here,"
fucking liar.
from Ilya as we go on break.
Cool. Yeah, that's fine.
Thank you guys
Boo.
for joining us for the first part. We are going to take a short break just to hydrate and grab a snack and do some stretches. We suggest you guys do the same. We'll be back in a bit. See you soon.
Bye. Oh no. Hello. Ooh, thank you for the raid, D8 Dungeon. We hope you had a lovely stream. We are just popping on break, but we should be back in like 5 or 10. It should be a pretty quick one. So, yeah. Stick around if you guys want to. Welcome, welcome. We'll be back in a little bit. And we're back.
Hello.
My cat
Hello.
banned me from Twitch. My cat got me banned from Twitch.
Yeah.
I
Yeah, she
apologize
did.
for the repeated messages in chat while we were on break. Lottie decided to stand on the keyboard because she is a good cat and wanted to send you all messages, but it was a lot.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. It
She has a
was.
lot to say.
She really wants to play.
Yeah. She did roll a 67, which is pretty good.
That is really good, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was just too off from the best number she could have done.
It's true,
Anyway,
it's true.
thank you guys so much for sticking with us through break. We are here in part 2 of Hellions of Carnocht. We left off part 1 with Xanth, Yuli, and Tink, and Monty as a cat, heading into yet another spooky dungeon. Sorry, basement.
Hmm.
Yeah, it's not a dungeon. It's just a basement. Don't say things like that.
Look, I dislike basements. I will make as many of them dungeons as I can, and you know this fact.
I know it's awful.
I don't want to know it.
I wish I didn't. I wish I wasn't so intimately familiar with this, but I am. That's how I
Hmm.
feel.
I'm just gonna sit here and say it's not as though you haven't been warned.
Oh no. Oh no no. I knew. I knew what it meant when I got an SOS from the morgue basement, but what's a boy to do? Leave his boyfriend to die? No.
Most accurately, what Tink gonna do? What is Tink gonna do? Wow, words. What is Tink gonna do? Because Ilya has just opened the door. You are now face to face with the very person that the rest of the Hellions didn't want you to end up seeing.
Yep.
Yeah. Um hey, What's going on down here?
Fine question that I'm not sure that I want to answer, all things considered. What are you doing down here?
I
You're not a cleric. You don't usually end up down in the morgue. And Ilya raises his hands in like a thriller-esque pose.
Is the door open, by the way?
The door is open, yes. Cheese
Can
can see Ilya.
can Cheese blink into the room?
yes, good.
Roll me animal handling to see if you can get Cheese to blink
Okay.
on command.
And yeah, Tink will just continue talking to Ilya.
Oh, I'm gonna use lucky. Okay.
Oh no.
Oh no, it was the same. I got a 4.
A
Well,
4.
Mhm.
Additionally to Cheese throwing off sparks and fireworks. Sorry, the DM just needs to control themselves for a second. Whew. In addition to the small corgi just giving off fireworks every 2 seconds, sparks into the air, and just jumping and skittering about and still trying to spell things on the floor. Cheese is now also just blinking in and out of existence. That kind of makes it look like he's just glitching along the floor without actually walking.
Oh, I installed too many mods.
you installed too many mods. Your dog's broken. um I feel like that was sufficiently distracting to probably Tink and Ilya. And he's just gonna be like, my dog ran down here.
That sounds like bullshit. You don't have a dog.
Gestures to
You,
dog.
you have a rat.
She's a ferret.
Whatever she is, she's long and dirty.
God. So with Tink.
Just because you're right. Um
Holy shit.
Apparently, we've brought the chaos to the second half.
yeah.
At which
Um
point, Ilya reaches out and takes Monty from your grasp. Please roll a dex save to see if
No.
you can keep Monty.
the dirty 20.
Okay, Ilya lunges forward to try and get the cat and is like, "What are you doing with my preferred friend?"
Lucky Monty.
yeah. I take like mental note of that, but also like Monty had said that he like went to spy on Ilya and Belial, so this is all clicking into place. Uh and he's just gonna go, why do you know so much about the animals I hang out with?
Ilya gives you a look. Roll insight.
Oh, I mean, it's not gonna be good. I can it just be known, because the second roll is inevitably gonna be a 1, that my first roll would have been a dirty 20. It was
Oh.
19. It's a 10. It's a 10 is what I rolled. I rolled a 9.
I see, I see. Well, you definitely can't tell precisely what Ilya thinks is so confusing or telling, but you can tell that Ilya doesn't quite approve of any of what is going on right now.
Didn't know you hated animals so much.
I listen.
Look, just between me and you, I don't particularly care for you coming down into my domain every 2 seconds uninvited. Please get your menagerie and yourself out.
I think Tink just kind of gives him a look So I've been down here that often.
Please don't play dumb. It doesn't become you. And Ilya just walks back into the morgue.
Okay, Tink's gonna follow him into the room.
Yes.
Are we following as humans at this point? Or are we at this top of the stairs?
You're at the top of the stairs still. Mainly because Balthazar is a coward and has not led you down there.
This fucking bitch.
Yuli keeps like waiting for Zanthe to be like, let's go, but is realizing no one's saying let's go, and she's getting progressively more anxious.
Did Ilya close the door on Tink and Cheese?
No, the door is still open, and Tink is following.
Yeah, Tink's following into the room.
Okay, yeah, I will follow as Cheese.
Yuli, you see Balthazar looking to Xanth, and then looking to you, and then looking down the stairs, and he does this about 4 times before you hear a tiny fuck it, and he just heads on down the stairs.
Thank goodness. Okay, let's go. She'll tug Xanthe.
Oh my god.
And because you are aware of the fact that there is an illusion, you don't see the quaint little waiting room that Tink had seen. You don't see the pamphlets. You see the cobwebbed stoned walls and the iron strapped chest and the burned out pit before the door, along with the grand stone door with 4 dragons on it. And you see that it is slightly ajar, just as you catch the tail end of a popping, sparking, glitching corgi going through it.
Inside the room, I think Tink's gonna be like, fine, I won't play dumb. What did you do with Belial?
The same thing I do every night with Belial.
What's that supposed to mean?
Ilya turns back with his coat flaring behind him with the appropriate amount of drama for someone quite as overblown as Ilya, and gives you a very suspicious little look, leaning forward. What nonsense is this? I told you not to play dumb. You don't usually cling to it. It's a bad look on you.
Tink stares back at him in a way that very clearly states he is not playing dumb.
Yuli,
Yep.
I would like you to roll perception.
Okay. Let's fucking go. 16.
You can hear this entire conversation on the other side of the door.
Good, good, good,
Okay.
good.
Good.
Xanth, as Cheese walks into the room, I would like you to roll perception through your own eyes.
Uh, okay. So use my bonus is what you're saying.
Yes.
Oh, nice. 18.
The room that you have been led to, while you were sort of still expecting a morgue, even though you knew of the illusion, is a large stone room with what seems to be water underfoot. Not very much of it, perhaps just a centimeter. And soft fog rolls over the top of the water. And the room seems endless. except for a stone table a few meters away with a figure lying across it.
Does this look familiar?
Roll me history.
Okay. Oh, natural 20.
Nice, hell yes.
Let me see if
Plus.
I have a bonus. I think it's +1. Yeah.
You have seen this very thing once before in a dream from the stone. Especially when she looks up and all you can see is endless stars and night.
Okay. Do I notice who's on the table?
Cheese isn't quite close enough to be able to look up and see.
I was gonna say cheese is very small.
Cheese is very
Oh,
small.
lovey.
He's a baby
Um,
corgi. Too tiny.
I
Tiny.
wanna try to. Oh gosh, this might give us away, but I wanna try to conjure a small mirror and see if I can like get an idea of what's in the room.
Oh,
Okay, go for it.
I don't have to roll for conjuring, but if you
You
want me to
do
roll
not.
like sleight of hand or something for
Hmm,
like
I'm
not
just thinking.
immediately shining a light into Ilya's eyes and him being like, "What the fuck is that?"
I think sleight of hand works and then perception if the sleight of hand succeeds.
Okay. Come on, girl.
Don't
25.
forget, you have a natural 20 stocked up.
you
Oh my
do have a
god, you're
natural
right.
20.
I rolled a 25 though. I feel like I'll save the 20.
Yeah.
So the sleight of hand, you manage to angle the mirror perfectly. You don't glare it into Ilya's eyes. You don't knock it against the door. In perfect silence, you manage to angle it inside.
Okay.
Roll perception.
Ugh. A 10?
I will remind you once more of the natural 20.
You're right. I'm going to use it.
We need to know things. Oh god. We're failing so entirely.
That natural 20 has now been used up.
I did it.
In the mirror, you see Ilya talking to Tink with Cheese at the heels and Monty the cat still trying to get at Noodle, who is, at this point, on top of Tink's head. But you also see the rolling fog as the illusion doesn't work for you with your knowledge of it. And you see the soft water and the endless room and the sky of stars. You can just barely make out one end of the stone table behind Ilya and Tink. And in the far off distance, you can see what appears to be a myriad of figures outlined against the stars, like a crowd held at the edges of the space.
Do they um do they look like the aspects to me?
Roll investigation. See if you can make out any details.
Oh, I'm a halfling. Fuck. Shit. It's a 10 total.
You can't make it out from here, but you
Okay.
know that there are too many of them to simply be the aspect.
Okay. And they're like actual, or at least from what I can tell, they're actual like beings that are, like, watching from the
Yes,
sidelines?
as far as you can tell, yes.
I think Yuli, if anyone is looking at her Balthazar, if anybody's looking at her, she suddenly looks, like, terrified.
Balthazar, in a panic, puts a hand on Yuli's shoulder and goes, "It's fine. Everything is fine." And I'm gonna roll stealth for him just to make sure he hasn't blown your cover.
Oh my god.
It's okay.
Come
It's
on.
okay.
I was gonna say he's at least part rogue. This will be fine.
He
Yeah.
he got a 26. We're fine.
Oh,
Okay.
fuck yes, that's my boy. Rogue fist bump. Um, yeah, if he says everything's fine, she'll look up and, like, shake her head kind of frantically. Um,
Yuli, things might seem scary, but this is going to be okay.
um, she'll kind of set her mirror aside and write down on a piece of paper, "Ow."
What?
How are
Just, oh,
she'll
how?
mess
I heard
yeah.
just ow.
Ow.
No. No, no, no. How? Question mark.
I was
And then
very confused for a moment.
she'll just cast message and, and say to him, "Who are all those people that are in there? There are a bunch of people in there that are watching them, and I can't tell what they are."
You see Balthazar leans to kind of cast one eye through the small gap in the door. And with a soft sigh, he looks at Yuli and just says, "The loops that we go through have collateral damage. I don't know what this place is, or where it's come from, or what it's for, but I would bet anything the people on the edges of that room are leftovers from alternate timelines."
Leftovers from things that have happened here. She'll, like, specifically point, like, to the morgue.
Exactly. I don't know how he's done it, but those appear to be. This is a very random question, Yuli, but do you believe in gods?
I, I believe that there's a lot that we don't understand. Um,
I meant rather more literally. They have gold heads. And he kind of makes a motion towards his head.
we were able, but yeah, we've seen one, a cat, a cat, yeah, and other ones on the horizon. We saw them.
Well, they control a gate.
Okay,
And this is something that I should have told you all before. But every time they open that gate, it lets a little bit more of that collateral damage, that empty world, those dead timelines into this new one. I'm beginning to think that this is one of the places they go.
Is that what? Is that what Ilya? Maybe what I? Is that what we were trying to figure out, or?
I don't know. Genuinely, that's part of the puzzle that I've never had the answers to.
Um. Do we need to get out of here? This seems like a bad situation, right?
Again, I genuinely don't know. It depends what side of the line Ilya's on. And that's something I've never personally been able to figure out.
Oh, okay. Um, Yuli, uh, at that, I think Yuli will take Balthazar's hand and swap her hand that was with Xanth's to like put Balthazar's hand in Xanth's hand and then go in the door.
Balthazar makes a
Yes.
face.
Hi. I knew Tink was coming here and I was worried. So, here I am. Hello. Hi.
Now there's more of you. Honestly, anybody would think that I've just got an open door policy.
Uh, uh,
Tink, you
um,
really must stop inviting people here. I know that Belial is your darling and you like to make sure he's safe, but I don't run a cafe.
Then show me that he's safe and we can go.
Ilya's still giving you a strange look, Tink, but casts an eye towards Yuli. Indeed, and perhaps after I've proven that he's okay, you can both tell me who you are, because gods know you're not my Tink. And you see him turn around, taking several steps. And Tink, the room that you see is a very different stage to the room that Yuli sees.
Mm-hmm.
You see a tiled floor with grates set in it at several points. You see the cabinets on the wall that would house bodies in a morgue, and you see several examination tables set up. And on the farthest one that Ilya heads to right now, you see a body laid out beneath a sheet. And on the table next to it is another.
um, the, sorry, above board. There's an illusion in this room, right? That's why I see something different
There
from
is,
him.
yes. Yes, there is.
And I recognize that there's an illusion in this room.
You do, yes.
Uh, Once Ilya turned around, I think Yuli would immediately message Tink and say, "Do you see what this room really looks like?"
I think he would just message back and be like, it depends on what it really looks like. He is
She
clearly
will,
unaware that there's an illusion.
yeah, she'll take out her rose glasses and put them on Tink.
Tink, you get the strangest sensation as these glasses settle upon your nose. Out the corner of the glasses, you see the room as you have seen it constantly. The simple morgue that you know and expected. Through the glasses you see the endless room that Yuli sees. And in the endless room that Yuli sees, there aren't two tables with two bodies. There is just one stone table with one body. And two strange lights sitting above it.
Lights like how? Like floating? Like a magic light kind of thing?
When you'd gone to view Belial's body in the last loop, when you'd lost him completely, and went to the morgue to identify him and found Ilya instead, you'd seen a strange light coming from the body's chest
Okay.
above the heart. It's a very similar light, except it's not in the body this time.
Okay.
It's above it. It's like a very concentrated sphere of light.
Okay. So there's only one body in real life, but there's two in the illusion.
Yes.
Okay. I feel like I feel like he's going to kind of try and position the glasses almost so that he can like choose between what he's seeing to try and see what the point would be of this illusion as well. For lack of a better word.
So like reading glasses, bifocal.
Yeah,
Yeah.
literally kind of like lets them fall kind of like to like the end of his nose so he can kind of like look over them or look through them depending on like how he angles his head.
Okay. I'll allow that.
Yeah, I think after putting the glasses on Tink and giving him a second to sort of absorb what she's hoping he's seeing, she'll message him again and say, "I'm sorry that we followed you, but hopefully we can figure out what's actually going on here."
Yeah. No. It's fine. And he'll just follow over to where Ilya's taking them.
It's a very strange picture that is painted before you, Tink, being able to see both worlds, both versions. Because in the one that appears to have been an illusion, you watch as Ilya draws back a blanket and Belial sits up, rubbing at the back of his head. In the endless room, you instead see Ilya do something with these lights that appears to converge them. And the body on the stone table twitches. You see its fingers curl. You see muscles tense. And then everything releases again. And a small wisp of smoke appears to come out of its mouth.
And up this close, what does that body look like?
The one on the table, one on the stone table.
Yeah.
Roll me perception. Because the room is wreathed in fog.
Okay. No. Ha! It's a 5.
No.
It's the disadvantage, man. It's killing me.
I know, dude. He's sleepy boy.
Yeah.
You can make out that it is vaguely humanoid, but that's as much as you can get.
Okay.
And in the illusion, you see Ilya hand Belial something, and Belial makes a soft sound that you don't quite hear, and takes what he's handed and pops it in a pocket and stands. And the moment that his hand is in his pocket, you can then see that Belial in the endless room as well.
Okay. Okay. Um. Yeah.
I will address the chat.
I will not.
I will address the chat where we have been offered a sub to let Tink roll without disadvantage.
Just for a little bit. Just for a little bit.
I'll let you.
Nice. On that perception or
I will allow
or just
you
future. Just
to
future. It's fine. I just want to know what's
I
happening.
will allow you to take one more look at the table before you leave.
Okay. Problem is my first roll was really good. It wasn't a nat 20, but it's not good. It's not good. It's just a 10. It's just a 10. Fine. It's fine.
With a 10, you still make out the fact that it is humanoid. There are a couple of things that you notice that are different, though. You notice it has slightly longer limbs than the usual human or elf. And you notice a cascade of dark hair down one side of the stone. But that is all that you get from that roll.
That's fine. As Belial gets up, does he look like he's leaving?
The Belial that you can now see in both worlds looks as though he's walking towards you.
He's gonna step towards Belial and try and figure him out a bit.
Roll me an insight check.
Sight. Can I vibe check?
No, you can roll an insight.
That's not gonna be good. It's a 3.
He looks as though he's waking up from a very long nap.
Mm-hmm.
You see him rub a hand across his eyes. And it takes a moment for him to speak. He makes a couple of attempts at it without any kind of sound coming out of his mouth. I didn't think that you wanted to come down here anymore and watch this. I know it's disturbing.
Yuli looks at Tink.
Tink definitely side eyes Yuli for a sec. Yeah, I think I just got worried not being here.
I heard your messages. I'm sorry to have left them unanswered.
You just took... It was a really long time.
It takes as long as it takes.
Can I roll history? Do I know what's going on here?
Roll history.
Can I roll anything to know if I know what's going on here?
Come on,
You
baby.
are welcome to roll history if you would like to.
14, 56, 18.
Okay. Let me I
You've got a bonus. Who's the bonus for?
It
Because they're
doesn't
both
matter.
rolling history.
It doesn't matter because it's a fucking 1 every time I re-roll the dice.
No.
Give
My
it to,
boy,
give it
he
to Yuli.
cursed.
Give it to Yuli. Yuli, use it. Use your history bonus.
Oh, okay.
It's
Yeah,
it's a
Yuli,
D8
it's to you.
inspiration
It's a D8 inspiration to you.
for history.
Okay. I already got an 18. Should I use it anyway?
Yes.
Let's go.
Yes,
More.
okay.
We need more.
Okay, we need lore. We need lore. You're right. I'm a
We
fool.
need to know
I'm
what
a
the
damn
fuck is
fool.
going on.
I got an 8.
Yes. Summer, I'm literally taking out Tink's other dice right now.
What did you roll, Yuli, altogether?
18 plus 8. 26.
18 plus 8.
26.
Yeah, 26. 26. You search all of your memories. And you push and you push and you push, trying to recall if you've seen anything like this before. And it's almost as though you feel a barrier when you start trying to remember. And then, like an overstretched elastic band, you feel something in the back of your mind snap. And you remember standing in this very room, almost weekly, watching Ilya command lights as though he was some grand conductor. And each time, Belial, who would enter the room, looking tired, looking worn, looking confused, would leave sharper and himself again.
Okay.
On top of this, you remember scrabbling through water, feeling fear in your veins, searching for a stone you know you've dropped, only to feel searing pain as the world went dark.
That's probably fine.
Can I I know this is a silly thing for a player to ask in this moment. Can I roll deception
Of course.
to try to not look terrified suddenly?
Go for it. You can either roll deception or performance.
They're the same. Cool. 21.
With a 21, there is barely even a falter in your expression. No one notices. It's almost as though you're a pro at pretending everything is fine.
Looks
Almost
at
as
the
though
camera.
anxiety is your constant state of being.
God.
Oh dear.
Yeah, I think there's like a flicker on her face that that nobody seems to notice when she suddenly remembers all of this, and she tries to kind of casually be like, well, you always do feel better after all, to Ba. I think Tink was just worried, which I think is understandable.
Of course. He's not wanted to come down here for a while. It's been. I understand it's unsettling. Think you notice that Belial only has eyes for you at this point, for all that Yuli has been talking.
Yeah.
Yuli, I would like you to roll me perception.
17. Good rolls, Yuli.
Good
I'm so
rolls.
proud of you.
Oh, Yuli. Yuli, you're killing it. I love you.
Ilya is staring directly at you, Yuli, with a very intent gaze and a grin.
Oh God. Uh, she she tries really hard to not look away immediately, to not seem like a fucking prey animal right now. Um,
Yeah.
I think if she makes the mistake, so to speak, of like meeting eyes with him, she'll try to sort of casually look away and not immediately like look away like she's scared.
Anyway, I mean, you're right. I don't love it down here. Can we go? Can we talk?
Belial reaches out and takes your hand, Tink. Of course we can talk. Let's let's go. I've been down here long enough. And he starts to tug you towards the door, Tink, as though afraid to keep you around down here for too long.
Yeah, no. He's yeah. We can go. we we can go. um.
Yuli, roll
Yeah.
me one more perception check.
A
Is it a?
2.
Yeah, I was gonna say, is it
Nope.
a two?
Hey!
Sure.
My
Sounds like you rolled a
signature move,
two.
baby.
Ilya just flashes you one last, far too toothy smile as you leave.
I think Yuli mm, I think Yuli feels like she might have fucked up by like pretending in that moment when she like remembered things.
Yeah.
Um and if that's the case, we'll make kind of a point of looking at what the illusion is hiding before she follows everyone out.
I would like you to roll investigation.
Okay. Oh, what's my Oh God, I'm so good at that. Oh yes, a 24.
Oh bless.
Beautiful. What exactly are you looking for around the room to take stock of?
Um, it's not even necessarily like a purposeful investigation. It's kind of her trying to say to Ilya, like, I see what's actually going on here. Like, I know, I know you're hiding things in here, kind of a thing,
Okay.
because she still doesn't fully. She doesn't fully know what it is that this Ilya thinks that she knows. Does that make sense?
Then, on top of your investigation, which I will give you some information for, I would also like you to
Okay.
roll an intimidation.
Okay.
I adore the idea that Yulia is trying to double bluff a thing that she doesn't know what she's bluffing in the first place. I love her so much.
It's because like Ilya is such a like he's such a smarmy piece of shit,
He's such a
and
shit.
like Ilya does like Yuli doesn't want to leave right now with Ilya feeling like he came out completely on top in this situation. She wants to make him feel a little off balance. So that's kind of what she's doing, I guess.
I love this.
Okay. A nat 20!
Yes! Yuli's
I'm
on
a fucking
fire.
girl. I'm on fire
Oh my
today,
goodness!
baby.
All right, okay, you really are on fire. Like, goddamn. You see, Ilya gives you a strange look. His smile slipping just a little bit and turning into a snarl. It's not an attractive expression. It is rather the opposite. And it makes him look almost disgusted that you've tried. As for the information that you glean from that last look around, Balthazar had mentioned gods wearing gold masks. And you, given the information that you are aware of, had known of the aspects who stand watch and babble, wearing gold animal masks. You see several sets repeating over and over again. Cat, rat, viper, stag, and human. And behind them are legions of people.
Hmm.
And at their feet, leading to the stone table in the center of the room, are various grooves and sigils carved into the flagstone beneath the water. And those sigils mark out infinite circles. I would like you to roll history to see if you can put together what it is.
Okay. 6.
You've got a D8 inspiration if you would like it.
I mean, sure. I don't know that that'll get me high enough, but I'll try. Another 8, baby. Uh, so 14.
No, 14. You're right. I can't math. Yes.
Me neither. I used my fingers.
With a 14, you recognize that a part of this appears to be a map of the known solar system.
Okay.
But that's as much as you can put together.
Okay. Do I would I assume that the grooves and sigils and all of these things leading from the people would I have a reason to assume that that means that, or would I potentially remember this being the case, that um Ilya is using power from past loops to like do something to Ba?
Roll Arcana.
Oh my god. Ah, 12.
It is certainly an assumption that can be made, but ruling out other things would be, frankly, irresponsible at this point in time. You must
Okay.
investigate all threads. Or
Okay.
at least that's what I think Yuli would think of the situation.
Okay. I think if okay, I think maybe this walkout looks a bit different than because of all of this information. The attempt is made for her to just like glance at everything and be like, "I know what you're hiding, bitch," and flip her bun and then walk out. But like but it's almost like she goes to look at it pointedly, but then I think pauses for a decent amount of time, sort of taking in more than what she had originally seen,
Okay.
and then hesitates a little bit, almost like she wants to look more, um, before reminding herself that this place is potentially very dangerous and doesn't wanna lose her friends, and looks back up at Ilya. "Be careful down here, please."
Concern for me.
"Concerned about what the implications are of what you're doing down here."
Oh, don't be droll. Implications, meaning you know it's worth somewhere deep inside.
Because something is interesting or curious doesn't mean that we should do it.
You think I would do this just for interest?
I think that there's a lot that you might do just because of interest, yeah.
I mean, you're not wrong. There certainly is. But there's also a line. And if I want to cross it, Yuli, I'm allowed to. You don't have any say in what I do anymore. Get it.
Fine. And she'll leave.
Zanthe, you have seen all of this through the eyes of your dog. Admittedly, it's been a little difficult to follow along because Cheese has just been kind of jumping everywhere during all of this.
Mm-hmm.
But I would like you to roll me a perception through your own eyes
Okay.
to see if you saw anything through Cheese's eyes that the others didn't see.
Natural 20.
Oh, nice.
And a natural 20.
Mm-hmm.
Wonderful. With a natural 20, you've seen the stars, you've seen the people, you've seen the table, you've seen the sigils. You haven't seen the entire picture altogether. You don't have quite as much detail to it as Yuli has just gotten. But in Cheese's jumping and popping and blinking and spark fraying, you did see something gold embedded in the stone table in the center of the room. And by something
Okay.
gold, I mean a strange device.
What kind of device?
Roll history.
12.
You were given a folder in Balthazar's office that detailed the life of this timeline Xanth before you'd fallen into his shoes.
Mm-hmm.
And part of that folder described that Xander was after a certain magical object, a particular magical construction
Okay.
that he'd already got one half and was after another. This bears somewhat of a resemblance to the description that was in that folder.
Where is it on the table? It's like embedded into the table?
Yes, it's embedded into what appears to be, from all of Cheese's jumping and blinking, the middle of the front of the table.
Is it like you could pick it up or is it like stuck in the table? For as far as I can tell.
It appears to be connected to the table,
Yeah.
not
Um
stuck. It's not inlaid. It's not as though it's sitting in a carved hollow, and it doesn't look as though it's part of the table itself. There are what appear to be little gold filaments leading from it into the stone of the table.
mhm. This isn't the is this the table that Belial was on or no?
It was the table that some strange construct was on. We haven't been able to tell through perception checks what's on the table itself.
Are they still on it or was that only in Tink's like a illusion thing?
They are still on the table.
Hmm. Mm. Sorry, I'm trying to think about stuff I could do.
No worries. You can make any suggestion you would like to Cheese. It's just an animal handling check.
Um,
You are also fully within your rights to have Cheese run away.
can I have Cheese try to mage hand it, as weird as that sounds?
I think. Actually, I have no idea. Bear with me 1 second so that I can make up my mind. I'm gonna say yes.
Okay.
You shouldn't be able to, but I'm going to say yes.
I mean, I don't have to do it if I can't do it.
No, I'm gonna say yes because I'm interested to see what you're gonna try and do.
He's just gonna try to take it and like he's gonna
I
try to
shouldn't
have
know.
Cheese take it and try to run. So if he can't do it, it's okay. Just
No, let's try it. Let's try it. You cast Mage Hand through your familiar.
hmm.
I would like you to roll stealth for the spell casting and stealth um for Cheese using Cheese's stats.
Oh god, hold on. Can I use lucky for both? Or no? If it's two different rolls.
How many times do you have access to lucky at the
I
moment?
have two more.
Then you can use it if you would like to for both, but that's
Okay.
both of your uses of lucky for the day.
It wasn't that much better. Um, do I have to take it if it's worse? Let me check. You choose which die to use. Okay.
Yes, you do.
So I got a 13 on. Who was the first stealth? Was it me or Cheese?
The casting of Mage Hand.
Okay, so that was a 13.
Hmm.
Um, and then the one that uses Cheese's bonus was. Let me just check what dog dex is. Oh, that's not bad.
Cheese has been given a natural 20 if you would like to use it.
I would love to use it.
I love how it was specifically for Cheese.
Yeah.
Also, we don't have art for Cheese, but Cheese is a tiny little corgi.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Little
there's
corgi.
Cheese.
So you're using the natural 20 for cheese.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, great. Cheese is practically invisible at this point. Let's roll perception for Ilya. What did you roll for stealth? For the mage hand?
Stealth for the mage hand was 13.
Okay. What would you like to do with the mage hand?
I I would love to just take the artifact and have cheese run back to me and out with it.
The mage hand takes the item on the floor, tearing it from where the gold filaments lead into the stone. And instantly, the sky overhead, with all of its multitude of stars, starts going dark. And Cheese takes the device, and before Ilya even knows what happens, is skidding out through the door, past Yuli, back to you.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I will go back into my body and pick up cheese when he gets here.
You have the device. Yuli, behind you, the stars in the sky are going out one by one. The figures beyond the edges of what you can see start to make a hollow kind of whispering sound, and Ilya starts to scream.
I'm gonna misty step away.
Wait, can I tell what's going on? How?
You've just seen Tiny Corgi blinking and running past you. Like, that's all you know. You can roll perception if you would like to, but your back was turned.
How far away were Tink and Belial at that point? Because I feel like Yuli stuck around a little longer.
Yeah, you had already walked through the door. I will say you were probably at the top of the steps. You'd walked past Zanthe, you'd walked past Balthazar.
Mm-hmm.
And as you walk out into the open hall leading away from the morgue, Belial falls to the ground, unresponsive.
Yeah, I was
And
worried about that.
that, ladies and gentlemen, is where we're going to leave it for the night.
Oh my god.
How fucking dare you? I'm never gonna get to talk to this fucking man.
I didn't make this choice.
I got
Well,
nothing.
that's how the Hellions happen. Chaos of Carnocht. Oh my word. Thank you guys so much at home for joining us. It has been a heck of a session, considering there's only been 3 players and me. If you like what you've watched tonight, please think about giving us a follow. The previous episodes of Hellions are available as VODs or via our YouTube if you haven't seen any of the previous episodes. We also have a Discord if you would like to go and chat about the episode that you've just watched. It's full of lovely people, so I thoroughly recommend it. There's also artwork there, it's nice. And I would like to say thank you to our dear patrons, without whom we would not be able to do the show. Thank you guys so much for your continued support. And thank you to subscribers, new and old. You guys are wonderful, and I give you many kisses. Mwah, mwah, mwah. Consensual kisses. It's been a great session, and we've loved having you guys here to listen to it. See you guys next week. Same D&D time, same D&D channel. Keep rolling.
Yay.
Hey, thanks for
Bye
coming.
bye.
Bye.